The first one I did that hit though, and I knew I could have like a presence on social media. I made a video where I was like, hey, sir, and I wasn't even talking in it. It was music and text, right? But it was my face, obviously. And I was like, hey, sir, we've got 2 people, we're supposed to get in. We need to pick which one we're going to have in the unit. One of them, he's got a master's degree, volunteers. He's got a letter of recommendation from his last unit. And I'm like, oh, well, seems like an easy choice. And I'm like, the second guy, he's got a DUI. He's got a really volatile divorce going on right now. He just generally seems like a piece of shit, but he does run a 12-minute 2-mile. Oh. And I'm like, give me that guy.
Man.
I love PT is always the standard of the military. Dude,
it's not even PT, it's just running.
I know.
It's just running.
Sergeant Raina, God bless your soul for this, Sergeant Raina. And I still, it's my favorite part of the military was we stood up we were 2CR and we transitioned to 2ID. So we stood up the unit though. So like we had a E4 as the first sergeant, the first like 15 days there was an E4, and then we got First Sergeant Jones. And then we had like E4s and E5s as platoon sergeants and everything. So like,
funny enough, it's like that now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I bet. Like, so it was like, oh, we're going to war and this is what we're working with. This is fucking dope. First Sergeant Jones. He was like, okay, your guys here's your platoons, and he let the sergeants pick who came into their team. Sergeant Raina, he just looked at everyone's PT score. And he got everyone, his entire squad was everyone that could max. So we didn't have to do PT. We would do PT once a month. Because every time we do it, we'd all work out on our own, do all that stuff. But instantly, it'd be like, we'd show up to formation. Okay, break for PT. Sergeant Raina would look for everyone and leave. He's like, okay, meet me at fucking Denny's. We get him in Denny's, drive, head to Denny's, eat. And this was... Until we deployed, we did this every fucking
because there was no Waffle House in Washington, unfortunately.
But they got that Denny's right outside base.
Breakfast PT? Yeah, it's good to have breakfast PT.
So much breakfast PT. So we do that every time, and we still manage. And Sergeant Raina is saying, he was like, as long as you guys stay over 290 on PT scores, we will do this indefinitely. Everyone stay at 290 and above.
I'll tell you this right now, right? Because I've been in long enough to deal with the drama and political stuff of PT, but the best platoon I had was on a schedule of, and this was before the ACFT, right? So APFT, you had, it's up to 300 for the max.
Yep.
If you had a 270 or higher, go do PT on your own. I don't care.
That's how it should be.
Just show up for accountability, right? We're going to do accountability because First Sergeant wanted accountability, and that's just the way it is. We're going to salute the flag, pay respects. And then after that, 270 or higher, go to the gym. Go do whatever you're doing, because whatever you're doing,
it's funny
works.
too. Yeah. The response you get from people when I call it incentivizing excellence, as opposed to
no one that's stupid. It's fucking
should be like
as opposed to
I need you to shut your mouth.
Do you have that trademark right now? Copyright?
Like I don't understand what our fixation with like fucking everybody down for everything, as opposed to being like, hey, you couple guys, you're doing good things. Let's give you guys something, and then everybody else is like, you're telling me if I just get a really good PT score, I can do PT on my own? Even if it's like once a fucking week. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's always been more effective as a motivator for me personally.
So it's like, Jimmy, you got 300, great job. Do fucking push-ups because your shitbags didn't know how to run. You're like, I'm not even in that platoon, Sergeant. I don't care, fuckhead. Okay, I don't even know why I'm doing this. That's the PT... Like your first sergeant. So if we don't know, can we say ranks on? I don't know what.
Yeah.
First sergeant.
You can call me Flo. First sergeant Flo.
Big sergeant first class over here. And then
first lieutenant.
Silver lieutenant. Almost a captain. Big captain.
God willing, I'll make it to captain.
Thank you for your service, everyone. How do you run your PT?
So right now, since I'm in the HAC first sergeant, it's a little different than the lines, right?
Oh yeah.
But right now, it's up to the sections to go ahead and do their PT in accordance with the PT plan. Now, for me, how I ran it with my original platoon, right? When I was a platoon sergeant, that was we were able to get away with that. Granted, talking with Sergeant Major, the BC blessing off on it. So it all comes down to your chain of command and what they're okay with doing. In my current one, you're going to do right now what we call team PT, right? So within your specific teams, because I'm in a SFAB units, little different than what your conventional unit would be. Essentially, just go do PT with your team, and then good to go.
Push-up
I would say, yeah, no. ACFT, right? ACFT's changed things for the better, in my opinion. So,
100%.
you know, people are now going to the gym because the gym is good. And I think the stigma of being like, how dare you go to the gym and lift weights is starting to not completely, you know, go away, but it's starting to lower, right, where people can go.
The military is the only organization on earth that will build a multi-million-dollar facility for physical fitness and then tell people not to use it.
Yes.
The military is the only one that's also like, hey, why is everyone skinny and lightweight? Here, put on this 40-pound backpack and armor. There you go, Big Sergeant. Sergeant, shouldn't we lift weights to help our muscles carry this stuff? Shut the fuck up and run 2 miles. Roger, Big Sergeant. You're just like, there's no strength training in this. This is great. I love this so much.
Back and biceps day in the Army is we're going to run 6 miles and flex our back and biceps really hard while we do it.
Now, what I will say is, like, if I could run it for a day, right, like without getting, you know, told to do something different, I would say right now with the ACFT and, you know, how the scores are right now, if I could rule it, if you scored 540 and over or higher, then you're good to go do individual PT.
Isn't that how it is? I thought SMA put out policy on that.
I don't think that's like no. So that's for like height and weight, right? Like you don't have to get height and weight, but
Oh, that's right.
That's not like 540 higher. You can do whatever you want. No, that's not a thing. But I think that should be a thing because if you don't have 540 or higher, you don't have to get height and weighted. So to me, that's like you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone right there.
Yeah.
You hear that, generals that watch this podcast? Fucking make that shit happen.
But
we see a 4-star comment. He's like,
Wait, there's generals that watch this podcast? I don't know any of these people, sir.
See ya.
It cuts back to an empty table with me. I'm like, oh, never mind. I should not have said that. Well, it's what was it? It was the if I were a first owner, I would fuck with my like one company or one squad, one company. It would be one company. I would try and make them. I'd be like, maybe a whole platoon. It would probably be like a whole company or a platoon. Make them do like choreographed dance for PT. So you have the sick like. I can
tell you right now, there are units that do it.
platoon?
It's called P90X. I've seen companies in an open field do P90X together.
Wow.
My
And I
favorite
just
part of
swallow.
PT is when some random wants you to do like whatever they do on the weekends and they're really good at it. And then you invite them to combatives and they sure as fuck do not show up to that.
No, like, no. But like, think if you did like a choreographed dance. Your sergeant majors, if he's like, hey, big sergeant.
It could be an intimidation tactic
No,
for the enemy.
Sergeant major's walking a big first sergeant over here. He's like, hey, who's doing PT? What the fuck are they doing? It's like, sergeant major, I got you. Come here. You walk them to that PT
Watch
room.
this.
Watch this, guys go. And they're like, Sergeant Major, hey, we're here. They're super jacked up. They're maxing that PT
they have to be
score.
jacked.
So
They have to be veiny. They've got to be clean shaven head to toe.
Sergeant Major doesn't know. He can't say anything. He's like,
Carry on.
yeah. He never goes around that team again just so he's.
Imagine if we could do like the Crank That Soldier Boy on the enemy's graves. You know what I mean? A choreograph. Nobody would ever go to war with us again.